We are back again as parents of Goa who are very concerned about our children's future and school starting in the 1st of April. We have seen the Chief Minister openly saying, though the cases in court, that schools are going to open on the 1st of April. It's all out in the newspaper and all parents are concerned and worried. To that, we have started digging into and finding out whether the teachers have done their objections, whether the principals have done their objections, and to our knowledge, I have got a representation right in front of me where the Teachers Association have given a detailed explanation about the suggestions and objections for not starting schools in April. Plus the principals also, the Headmasters Association yesterday submitted their letter about the objections and suggestions, also where they said that they too hardly had any time as the gazette was put out on the 13th to collectively get information from all the principals of the government aided as well as the government school for their feedback. And to what I will pin down some points which also the principals have highlighted, and this is something that even our government and the education department should keep a track of, that they also have highlighted that the heat is going to be very terrible in the month of April, May as per the IMDA circulation that has been out. Plus the infrastructure is not sufficient. On top of that, the principals have also asked long time back for infrastructure funds from the government because they know that they have to upscale their schools in terms of having more fans, having a better water supply, in the campus, also for upgradation of the ground facilities. For now, those funds of the infrastructure funds have still not gone to so many schools, and the principals are begging for those funds which have not been released. Thirdly, the teachers are appointed on contract basis from June to April, on contract basis. So the demand of the principals are permanent staff NOCs have to be released. This is a mandatory thing which is not being done by the government. Then thirdly, the security and the librarian are appointed from June to March. So if the government is saying that schools are supposed to be starting in April, what about the security and safety of the children? So will they provide us extra funds, which the principals also have not got clarity? This is in terms of suggestions and objections that we as parents, teachers as well as principals have put forward. Certainly we have got to know that a circular has been put forward by the education department, that is the SCRT, to all the principals stating that on the 24th to the 28th there will be bridge course training for teachers for standard 6. So we are saying that the teachers are still not trained, exams have already started, principals are already in chaos. How are they supposed to send the teachers for this training course, for this training course in between when the exams are on? And I've spoken to few principals and I've got down their feedback, which everyone should know what the principals and what the teachers are facing, because it's just not we parents who are voicing up, but they too are facing a lot of inconvenience. The principals' feedback: teachers are engaged in SSC board exams, less staff to supervise the ongoing exams in school. Second point, teachers are on contract basis in schools teaching 6th standard. They are not sure if they will be recruited to teach again. Third point, contract teachers are not sent for training. So you're only left with the permanent teachers, which are few in numbers and they cannot be sent. Then the fourth point, the new academic year timetable is not yet ready, and so we do not know who is going to teach in grade 6. Textbooks not graded. The 5th standards in our school start off with Hindi subject. The books that have come of the 6th standard NCRT is the new Hindi books is very difficult, and there are some poems of the Goa board 9th standard books in 6th standard syllabus. That's how high the level of Hindi is, because from 6th standard to 5th standard, from 5th standard to 6th standard, there has to be a transition in the grade for Hindi learning. Now in the northern states, they have Hindi subject right from the 1st standard. So they have directly sent us books of 6th standard when our children in Goa are learning from grade 1 in the 5th standard. So they need grade 2 level books in Hindi. But if you see the books, trust me, I've seen them, and it's very, very high Hindi, which will be very difficult, and you'll see a lot of failures in this. I'm telling you, parents, please open up the books when you get it to see the difference. Then the next point which I would like to read out is that this Bridge Month program, which they are planning to have, and they have given these circulars. Here it is clearly stating that the trainings will be held in the morning and in the evening. So how the principals are supposed to send their teachers when it's a morning training, and even the morning training is from 9:30 to 12:30, and second training batch is from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. The principals have directly said that they are short staffed. On top of that, these are for certain subjects. Here below it is said the training for science and maths will be organized first week of April, and schedule for the same will be declared soon. First week of April, the teachers are going to be sent for training. So we are saying that the teachers are not trained yet. Why there's so much of rush in having this implementation of the school starting when your teachers yourselves are not trained? Teachers and principals are going through a lot of help. On top of that, here it is clearly said in this Bridge Month program, we've downloaded this program for you all to see, because parents don't have a clue. Parents come to know about this bridge courses only through media. They have not had any kind of interaction where the parents are where parents can ask questions. Here it is said, moreover, the transition of students from the old curriculum to the new requires support from school heads, teachers and parents. Therefore, they also need to be oriented. A discussion should happen between them on NCF-SE, more holistic learning and stress reduction, holistic program card, and also school culture and practices. Here, our first demand, which was saying to our education department that stakeholders were not kept into consideration for the same. It is clearly here in the documents that you have to discuss with us before implementing it. And your sudden circular, which has come as a shocker to all of us, is just not in the air. But we going through detailed inquiry, interviewing principals, almost 130 principals I have called up and I have checked with teachers around. It is not easy to get this information, and what the education department is like. I don't know who they are trying to please, and I don't know why CM wants to be the first in the state to implement it, keeping our children as the guinea pigs right now, and putting them through this turmoil. Today, children are not happy studying for their exam, thinking that they are not going to get holidays now in the month of April. This is the sad situation, and I have parents with me who will also like to come and voice up. So parents who are watching this, teachers who are watching this, principals who are watching this, I am raising your concerns. If you don't come out and voice up right now, it's going to be too late. And to the education department, please be considerate. You're in that chair to take care of the well-being of our children. Do not put our children to risk and put them to mental torture for your sake to win the first place in the whole country.
Another point I would like to point out is the implementation of NEP in the 9th standard. So everywhere you hear this point of let's get into it, let's try it. Until we start, we don't know how it is going to go forward. So NEP was introduced for 9th standard in this current academic year, 2024-25. 1 year has come to an end now. The children are answering their final exams. Has anyone taken any feedback how the 9th standard implementation has taken place? Has anybody gone to the ground level and seen what has happened? How have the subjects been introduced? Just the syllabus has been thrown at the student. Most of the vocational subjects didn't even come in the month of June. They started later into the academic year. Children were burdened with extra classes just to cover the syllabus. There was no planning. Nobody has taken feedback at ground level, and the exact same thing is going to happen to grade 6 now. I am a parent of a child who is going to grade 6 and I am concerned. No planning, and they have just taken NCERT textbooks and put new textbooks issued. We are going to implement NEP. What are the students going to do? Parents are not taken into confidence. Grade 6 students are only 11 years of age. For a 11-year-old child to first be comfortable with a change in curriculum, a change in the atmosphere, and then a change in everything, the parent first has to be on board. Parents have to be explained to what exactly is this NEP and what are the changes coming forth. Now, if you go and read the main NEP document, it is stressed, continuously in the document that they want to do away with coaching center culture and learning by rote. Learning by rote is learning by heart. They want to stop this. They want to have more practical training. But Goa NEP seems to be going in the reverse direction. We are not getting rid of this coaching center culture. By introducing such a high syllabus now with NCERT textbooks, we are ensuring that coaching centers multiply. We are not ensuring that rote learning stops. We are not training our children adequately.
Well, I would like to, good afternoon everybody. First and foremost, I would like to give my sincere thanks to Cecil and the team who is behind this. For the last more than a month, they have been trying to convince the government as to why we should not start these classes in April. Nothing. The unfortunate part, what I would like to point out is that the priority, the priority of education for Goa. If you all go through the website of the Assembly or the ministers, you will see that we don't have an education minister. It is said over there, if any other subject, it will be taken care by the chief minister. This only goes to show what is the priority for education we have. We have been given the leftover status. Like, if no other portfolio has been taken by any of the ministers, then lastly it will be given to so this is the state of Goa, first and foremost. Now, for the last 1 month, we have been asking the government about is that we don't want classes, parents are there, PTAs are there, everybody seems to be like no one is hearing us. But I have only one question to ask. What is the need? Because this question, I think, what is the need to start schools in April, and is there really a need to start in April? With all the feedback that we have got from teachers, principals, headmasters, parents shouting right, is there a need to start it in April? And what is the need? Because today every parent, every person in Goa is left in the dark with certain circulars coming as surprises to everybody. Why don't you people, even the education department, why don't they come up with a press release or to explain as to what is the need for getting us into this, getting our children into April and troubling them? With all the weather conditions, let us leave it aside. Okay, fine. But they have to answer this question. Why are we left in the dark? The whole of Goa and entire parents are kept in the dark. Why? You have to please tell us. Now, one important thing which Cecil told about the infrastructure, and which everybody has been talking about infrastructure. I will tell you one simple infrastructure. Today, water is a crisis at every village. Every village. In their own education department, the other day when we went, there was no water over there, and it was stinking. Now, what infrastructure? I am telling you, water is the basic necessity for children in class. If these people are not, and every second day there is a circular coming, this pipeline is broken down, there is no water going to be. This basically water, these are all excuses, these are going for builder lobby and this thing. This is, let's not politicize it. But the fact remains that our children will be deprived of even water during when they are required of water. So this is the state in Goa. So I really don't understand why this government is keeping the whole of parents, the education board, the entire education system in the dark. I think they should come out in clear and tell us what is the need and why is it required to start in April. Thank you. That's what I was saying.
Just to continue on the point of what is the need of school in April, this is the document that Cecil showed you earlier, the bridge document. This itself shows for middle school, that is grade 6, what they are implementing, the suggested number of hours per subject, and if you see, this totals to 955 hours. It is not 1200 hours. We are comfortably meeting this 955 hours and more by starting schools in June. So there is absolutely no reason of saying that the curriculum has increased and so we need to have additional classes now in April. That is not true. Another point is NEP is stressing on reducing core curriculum and making way for other vocational subjects. But Goa government is only keeping the core curriculum in the same amount of hours and adding more subjects. How is this possible for children? You are burdening small children with additional subjects without reducing your core curriculum.